welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we are here live in Southwest Florida at the beach this morning. It's sunrise at the beach, and it is chilly, but that's kind of exciting too. I don't get to wear my winter coat very often, and I don't get to wear hats very often, so I thought it was a fun treat to come here on a cold morning. Figured I wouldn't have to deal with many crowds either, so this is exciting all the way around for me. It was 45 degrees when I woke up this morning. It's probably, 48 or so now. It's a little bit windy, and you all know that when there's wind and cold weather, especially the damp wind at the beach, makes it a little chillier. Besides, I'm a Florida girl, so a winter coat seems appropriate for that, and a hat. If you're joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. Hi Thea and Naomi. I will need my glasses to read comments, it looks like. I was hoping that maybe it'd be bright enough that I wouldn't need glasses, but no such luck. Hi Kimberly, good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everyone. This is episode 761, and I can scroll here. Let's see. Hi Rita and Val, Grace, Barbara, Donna, Lily, Joe, Judy, Deborah, Kathy. Yes, happy hump day. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you for the camel emojis. You know I love camels. Hi, Thea. Hi, Diane. Yes, if it's cold here in South Florida, it must be cold in Central Florida. I bet, Diane. I'm going to guess that you're not sitting outside either. Hi, Naomi and Sharon. Linda, good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 761. We are definitely making some serious headway towards 800, just saying. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida at the beach. It is gorgeous here today. Hi, Christine. Diane's in an RV. Yes, Burr. Hopefully you're bundled up in lots of yarny goodness or blankets or something. Glad to see so many people here with me this morning. I will wait a few minutes and then give you a 360 view of the gorgeous and quiet beach. Hi, Mariana. I have to say, I sound spoiled when I say this, but I really do love a quiet beach, and I don't get to see it quiet here very often. Hi, Debbie in Arizona. Yes, of course, it's still dark in Arizona and California. It's not quite sunrise there yet. Hi, Diane. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, it is a beautiful beach. Naomi has a day off and is crocheting. Wonderful. That's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about today, as I am. It's about 48 degrees here right now, and a little bit windy, Diane. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. The low was 43 or 45 overnight. I don't know what I think the temperature's going up quickly, so I'm guessing it's not going to stay cold today. I'm not going to need the jacket the whole time. I will definitely be tearing it off here sooner than later. The wind is chilly, but when it's not windy, it's getting warm. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. My hat's cute though, isn't it? This is the tailored textured hat that you can find in Be So Caring, my 19th book, the newest book, and my first ever book that is 100% proceeds donated to charity. Thank you, Thea. My hair, this is day 3 hair, but I was able to put some product in it this morning and give it a new blowout. You know, my blow dryer that's a combination of a round brush and blow dryer, I'm finding that on days 2, 3, and 4, by blowing out my hair with a little bit of heat shield, heat protector product on it, I'm able to warm up the oils at the root of my hair and brush them through my hair, and it actually really revives my hair on the later days of trying to preserve. What am I trying to preserve? I'm trying to prolong washing my hair. So I've gotten up to like day 4, day 5, and I'm really happy with it. It can't be bad for my hair. I know it's supposed to be healthy to reduce the amount of chemicals you put on your hair from shampooing. So exciting. Yes, happy hump day, Carrie. Hi, Judy, and thank you, Judy, for sharing all of the fabulous links. She's sharing links for both the Be So Caring paperback book and the Be So Caring ebook, where you can find the tailor hat. She's also sharing a tutorial video for how to, for the supplemental video for making the tailor hat, which is really awesome because it shows you the different ways we use post stitches to blend 3 different stitch patterns together to make this cohesive and really sophisticated looking hat. This is also made in Be So Baby yarn. Judy's posting a link to that as well, which is $3.99 a ball. Comes in 60 fabulous colors, and I used color Mykonos blue for this hat. And if you're also wondering what size I made the largest size for a large man. It's 24-inch circumference, which you can see makes a fabulous slouchy hat on someone my size, which I probably need like somewhere between a 20 and a 22-inch circumference for a hat that fits. So for me, wearing a 24-inch hat is really cozy and not too invasive to hairstyles, and it gives you that really nice slouchy look, which I know some of you had mentioned the last time I wore this that it reminded you of an actress from a movie in the 70s. What was it? I think the movie was called Love Story, but I can't think of the woman's name. I know somebody will remember. Ally McGraw in Love Story, right? I think I got it right, and I said it before I saw comments, so yay me. My brain worked this morning. You know, I have a crappy memory sometimes. Yeah, it's fun to be at the beach. I'm so glad to be able to share this with all of you, and it is cold, so there's not as many people here, which I feel like it's much easier to practice social distancing at the beach. Sometimes it's so crowded at the beach, especially this time of year, that I just avoid it altogether. It's just less stressful for me to just stay away. So anyway, let me show you how gorgeous the beach is. We're going to do a 360 view, which we haven't done in a while because we haven't been here, but I'll show you. Here's the beach to the north of me. Look at that, like crickets, right? And here's the beach to the east of me. That's where I walk up from the parking. And then there's the beach to the south of me. So yeah, I'm kind of spoiled this morning. I've got the whole place to myself. Oh, Geraldine, that makes sense. Yes, the beach is gorgeous, but how about the water? Excuse me. The colors of the water. Do we have to wear masks out in public there? Not if you're social distancing outdoors. Indoors, you do have to wear masks. So if I go into a store, I put a mask on. If I go into the post office, I will put a mask on. But as long as I'm just walking in the street or walking on a sidewalk and I keep my distance from other people, I do not, it's not required to wear a mask. Hi Althea, the water does look lovely. Hi Anna, yes, the water looks fantastic. If I thought I was going to be close to other people, I would obviously wear a mask, but as long as I can have my own space to myself in outdoors, I do not wear a mask. Yes, it is lovely to hear the sound of the waves and the color. I just can't get over the color. Let's go close. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's go close so we can actually see. I know, we're going to talk about yarn too, I promise, but it is pretty exciting to be here. The water, I'm wearing sneakers, so I am definitely, where are my shoes? What did I do? There are my sneakers. I'm wearing sneakers, so I'm not going to go in the water or in the wet sand, but I will show you. I'm trying to wear sneakers and structured shoes right now to help heal my my H-E-A-L, my H-E-E-L. The water's pretty clear though, but that deep blue color at the horizon, oh my goodness, that just, oh, I think it makes my heart sing. Have I seen any alligators lately? Not in real life, no. I haven't seen any alligators in real life, which is a good thing. I do think about the alligators every time I walk down the path to come to the beach, though. I'm like, hope there's no displaced alligators here because they probably won't be very friendly. Anyway, well, it was nice seeing the beach. I hope you enjoyed it too. See, I think we can move this down a little bit. That was terrifying seeing. Now, the most terrifying part was that the fact that the alligator was displaced, which means he was more stressed than he would be if he was in his natural environment. He didn't, if he got scared by you, he wouldn't know where to go. In their natural environment, they would revert. They would go back into the water, go back into the swamp, or go back home. But if you have a run-in with a gator out in a place where they don't know where they're at and they're confused, that's where you're way more likely to get hurt. Unfortunately, sadly, he was already dead when we saw him there, which was also very sad and broke my heart. But, you know, until you know, it was definitely a very dangerous situation to be there with an alligator. Hi, Picasso. Our bird is here joining Erica. Erica and Picasso are here. Nice to see you. Sunshine is seeing puffy snowflakes right now. Well, that's nice too. I like puffy snowflakes too, which is sweet, but the beach is sweet too. So nature's great. I don't care where you live. There's always something to be grateful for, and there's always something to be inspired by in nature, regardless of where you live or what time of year it is. Hi, Carla. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Sharon. Yes, the waves sound amazing. Hi, G. Good morning. It is cold here. It was 40s, low 40s when I got up this morning, and it's around 48 right now. It's probably even warmer than that now that we're here. It's going to definitely get warm today. I can feel the temperature rising as we're sitting here. But when the wind comes by, it's still chilly enough that I don't want to take my jacket off yet. I am wearing a knit top, though. I'm wearing the Mandy pullover in Be So Sporty yarn, which is such a cute top. This is colorway Sandcastle, but you know, Be So Sporty comes in lots of gorgeous colors. And the other number 2 sport weight yarns, like Be So Sporty Silver Bling and Gold Bling, would also be really gorgeous in this top. Maybe even if you did bling for the lace and then switch to regular sporty for the body, that might be fun too. Would almost give you like a shimmery necklace kind of a look up here. That would be fun. Or you could do the whole thing in bling or the whole thing in sporty. Lots of different ways you could change that up. Which reminds me, I'm trying to think about what projects I want to work on next, what patterns I want to work on next. I'm done making the samples for the new hat book, which means it's time to start making something else. I realize I have a lot of work left to do to finish the book, but the making of the projects is complete. So that means that I need to start something else. And I can't decide where my heart's leading me right now. Part of me wants to work on a crochet jewelry book, or maybe even a knit and crochet jewelry book. I don't know. Sometimes people get upset when I mix knitting and crochet. I don't know. I'd like to work on a jewelry book, specifically some new earring projects. Every day I get ready for the podcast and I'm like, why don't I have new earrings to wear? Anyway, that's me. The other thing that I've been thinking about, hi Lisa, is that I would kind of like to use one of the new gradient kits in Be So Fine yarn to make a mandala inspired circle vest. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Like to make a circle and like make a circular shawl type shape, but add 2 armholes in it so that when you put it, then you can put it on, and then you have the circle in the back and the sides come around the front. And so as I've been doing the math and trying to figure out what would make sense for sizes on it, because I need to size it as well, which is where it gets complicated, obviously. And it's not something that is traditional sweater shaped, so it adds a whole new level of math and technicality. But I started working on that yesterday, and then I started thinking, okay, well, would it make more sense to do lace? Would it make more sense to do a sampler type of lace stitch patterns where you did concentric rings of different lace, or do one stitch pattern and work it through the whole project? And then I thought about, okay, well, how would the gradients play in? And this is interesting, because would you do the gradients where you started with the lightest color and work the lightest color till it's done, then worked all of the number 2, all number 3, all number 4, all number 5? Or would you do gradient stripes? Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's lots of things to consider still. And I realize I'm explaining it to you from the designer point of view, but this also applies to the crafter point of view too, because even if the pattern is simple construction or sampler of different lace stitch patterns or sampler of stitch patterns, that part would be fixed for you when you got the pattern. And picking your size also would be done for you. But how you use the gradient colors is something that you could choose. So I think it is interesting to talk about the different aspects of designing a project, because some of these components are things that you would have the choice to customize to create something that's all your own too. Hi, Anastasia, something like that. Good morning. I think I saw, and Yolanda, somebody's here from Spain. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. And so those were two things. And then I still really want to get back to crochet on fabric and knitting on fabric and updating garments in your existing wardrobe, or modifying things that you would buy in machine-made items from the store. So my heart's, I don't know, my head's going in all of those directions, and I'm not sure where my heart wants to follow yet. So I am definitely open to your feedback. What do you guys think? What would you like to see come next? Would you like to see knitting projects, crochet projects, garments, shawls, jewelry? I feel like we've done a lot of small projects lately, so maybe it's time to do something bigger, or go back to the crochet on fabric and modifying store-bought stuff. So those are some of the suggestions that I have, and I just want to see what your thoughts are. Knitting, circle vest, garments. I have a feeling it's going to be across the gamut, but we'll see. Crochet in garments or anything. Circle vest, vest. Yeah, circle vest sounds fun. Sounds different and fun. Crochet on garments, knitting. Interesting that I'm not seeing anything about the jewelry. Maybe I'm the only one that wants jewelry right now. Mandala vest, another thing, another request for the vest. Interesting. Maybe I just need to pepper in new jewelry patterns and not focus on it as a book. A knitted cardigan. Maybe I just need to pepper in jewelry projects when I feel like it and not actually focus on a whole collection. And then when enough of them are done, then put them together as a book. Because I always keep individual patterns available, even when I make a book eventually. So you could always just introduce them individually and then eventually turn it into a book. That's a possibility too. Aloha, Sylvia. Parties, crochet projects, knitting projects, jewelry, jewelry book, radiant jewelry. So basically all of it. Kimberly wants me to redo 2 projects from Crochet So Fine. I don't have the rights to that book yet, but when I do, I will definitely, I think that's one of my only books that's still in print from my original Interweave publishing days. Other than that, all the books that are in print are the books that I independently publish. Don't be sorry. If I could, I would. What yarn do I have that would be good in a mosaic blanket? I think Be So Baby yarn makes really nice blankets, and if you wanted to use it thicker, you could double it or triple it, like I've done the Carrera Tunisian crochet blanket. I believe I doubled the yarn in that project, and that helped it go really quickly. I think for me, blankets and Afghans need to be quick in order to be enjoyable for me. I'm not speaking for everybody here. And so Be So Baby yarn is $3.99 a ball and DK weight. I like to double it or triple it for blankets. I've doubled it for blankets and tripled it for cowls, and because it's such a silky, soft yarn, it ends up baby soft, get it? Because it stays so soft and silky, even when you make it bulky by doubling it and tripling it, it still stays soft. It doesn't get dense and stiff. So I think that's a fabulous candidate for making Afghans, and if you want your Afghans to be quicker, just double the yarn, and then it ends up being like a chunky weight, a number 5, so you would adjust your yardage and your gauge and all that good stuff accordingly. But that's what I would recommend for blankets, and it's machine washable and dryable. I suggest in a laundry bag, but still makes it very manageable for things like blankets and for gifts. You're welcome, Luna. I'm happy to help. Oh, another request for hairpin lace as well. I will say one of the hats in 24 Crochet Gifts does have hairpin lace in it. One of the hats has broomstick lace. One of the hats has hairpin lace. There is a Tunisian crochet hat in there. There's another technique, and I can't remember. Yep, there's a couple of people on the beach. Some of them are even in jackets like me, and some of them are not in jackets. Yeah, there's a wide range of techniques involved in the new book, which is exciting. And there are some motif hats in there. And then top-down construction and side-to-side construction. I feel like I really wanted it to be a learning experience, not only a great reference for if you need a hat for somebody, you've got hats for all sizes and all sorts of styles, but I also wanted to represent a lot of construction styles so that if you wanted to learn something new, you could learn something new on a small project like a hat. So I thought that was fun too. There's some color work in the book, all sorts of things. Any more requests for where we should go next in new projects? Oh, and I wanted to thank everybody who left me really constructive comments in the first beauty vlog video that I did yesterday. So if you didn't join me yesterday morning before the podcast, I went live prior to the podcast. I did 2 lives yesterday, and I did my first ever beauty vlog live, and came in with clean face, no makeup, no mask. I don't mean COVID mask, I mean makeup is my mask, I guess. So I showed you how I get ready in the morning and how I do my makeup for the podcast. And keep in mind that when I'm doing makeup for the podcast, I am doing makeup for going on camera, for being on video, which for some of you who don't go to work maybe, or don't go on TV or on camera every day, it may seem like a lot of makeup. But I did want to point out that through some of the constructive criticism, which I appreciate all of it, please, really, I really love hearing your thoughts and your feedback, because there's no point in doing anything that I do here on video without your interest. One of the things that I heard is to do a variety of styles, which I absolutely plan on doing. In that whole series, I plan on doing different in that series, I plan on doing a variety of makeup styles, from a soft, maybe weekend look, a natural look, through to evening and daytime and different color themes. And also one of the other things that I like to do is coordinate my makeup to my outfit. And I would really like to focus on different ways to do lipsticks sometimes, or different ways to do eyes sometimes. And there's lots to share. And then from there, I really want to also share with you some of my beauty regime, the things that I do to exfoliate my skin, the things that I do to exfoliate my lips, the things that I do to maintain and care for my skin and my hair. So there will be some DIY recipes involved. There's going to be a variety of things. It's not just going to be makeup tutorials, although there will be makeup tutorials. There's going to be all sorts of things that are more related to beauty there, that are separate from what we talk about here in the more creative crafting show that we do here. So I'm really excited to keep going with that. And again, I want to thank you all for your constructive criticism. Someone gave me a suggestion yesterday that for the thumbnail of the video, I show the before and after. And I didn't think to do that before, but I actually think it's really a great idea for shock value and maybe to get more views. So I might end up creating a new thumbnail for it today with a before and after. And if you are so inclined to share it with other people, I would appreciate it, because, I really enjoy it. I have a passion for it. And the more people that I can help, I've been through that transition of going from what I did as a teenager, being a professional model, what I did for beauty and skincare in my 20s and 30s, and now that I'm 48 and approaching 50, I'm at a transition where I have aging, mature skin now, and I've had to relearn things. So anybody that I can help with the tips that I've learned along the way to make them feel more beautiful when leaving the house. Not that beauty comes from the outside, it does come from the inside, but taking care of yourself is also a form of self-care, and how you perceive yourself in the mirror is also a form of self-care. So if this is stuff that you're interested in, I'd love for you to join me. And if it's not going to affect what we do here on this podcast, and it's not going to affect what we do in the yarn tutorials either. But I do feel like life involves all sorts of things, and we have a lifestyle, right? And Sometimes we have things that we like about what somebody does, and sometimes we don't. And sometimes it's fun just seeing it behind the scenes. You know, you see one side of me when I talk about knitting and crochet and yarn, but sometimes it's fun to see behind the scenes of what else goes on in someone's life. So it's up to you. No pressure. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. There's never any pressure here. You know that. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to make some more requests about what new projects, knitting and or crochet we should work on next? Thea is an attorney. That's great. Debbie's never worn eyelashes. Like I said yesterday, Debbie, these are the most, these are the least invasive eyelashes that I found. These are the hypoallergenic glue lashes. These are the ones that I've tried so many, and I like these the best, and they come off the easiest. Can I make a very hunky sweatshirt? Very hunky sweatshirt. I'm not sure what you mean by hunky. Do you mean chunky? You know what, Erica? I think about that all the time when I'm getting ready. I would like to do some more hair accessories like headbands and things like that too. I definitely am right there with you. Like today, before I thought to come outside and wear the hat, I really wanted to wear a headband, and I thought I'd really like a embellished headband with knitting and crochet. So that's a great idea too, and that kind of ties in with the jewelry theme. So that might end up going with the whole jewelry theme, but yeah, I'm right there with you. I think that sounds great. Did I tell you guys that I'm inspired to make a necklace similar to the one that Marilyn Monroe wore in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and then it's the same one that Madonna wore in Material Girl. In the Material Girl videos in the 80s, Madonna was definitely inspired by the look of Marilyn Monroe in Gentlemen Prefer Blonde. She wore this Barbie pink dress with big blonde curls and this gorgeous diamond necklace, bib necklace, I guess, one of those big ones, tiered necklaces. And it's similar to what Marilyn Monroe wore in Diamonds. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I think that's the song she sings. Yes, Luna, I have tried the lashes with the magnetic strips, and they do not work for me. My eyes are extremely irritated by the magnetic liner, and I have a very difficult time getting it off, and it's very irritable. And also, I feel like it's limited where you absolutely have to wear a thick black eyeline, and I like a little more flexibility in choosing how heavy or light I want my makeup, and to just embellish the my eyes with the lashes, not with being forced into the dark liner as well. Anyway, so I have gotten the beads. I know the yarn I want to use. I know the beads I want to use, and I want to make this necklace. And I even have the same color pink dress. So how fun will it be for me? I'm going to totally style it to look like the Marilyn Monroe / Madonna videos. I'll share them one day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll share them one day. But I really, really want to make that necklace. And if I don't make it anytime soon, definitely in time for Halloween next year, because that's definitely what I think I'll dress up as Halloween. I'll dress up as Marilyn Monroe and wear the pink dress and the diamond crochet beaded necklace. It's going to be awesome. And if not, I will just play dress up, regardless of when the necklace comes out. Yeah, it's going to be so fun, Christine. I'm so excited. Yeah, I can definitely do the Marilyn hair. No problem. Absolutely. Shell Bell knitted socks. Trina wants to try the... Oh, yes, if you like foundation, this is by far the best foundation I've found. It's called Dior Air Flash. You can find the details on my Amazon shop. It goes on like it gives you that smoothness like airbrushing. It's absolutely amazing, and it's very light. As you noticed yesterday, if you watched the video yesterday, it goes on very dry. So it dries quickly, so I was able to set it with powder quickly. Oh, well, that's fun too, Thea. I love Lucille Ball too. I think that's who you're referring to. I love Lucille Ball. I would definitely like to watch some old I Love Lucy episodes. I have to say though, I heard Tanya Roberts died yesterday, and she is somebody that I always enjoyed as an actress growing up. She was one of the Charlie's Angels in season 5. She played Julie, and I always loved her character on the show. I thought she was so pretty. She had the most beautiful blue eyes. She was also a Bond girl. She was in one of Roger Moore's movies, I believe, A View to a Kill. She was a geologist on there, and I don't know, I'm definitely in the mood for watching season 5 of Charlie's Angels and in rewatching her James Bond appearance. Just out of respect, I do love, what is the foundation? I just mentioned it, Luna, but I'll say it again. It's called Dior Air Flash, and you can find it in my Amazon shop. I'm pretty sure that Judy has posted a link here as well. Yes, it is expensive, Anna, but if you actually pay attention to the amount that you get and the fact that it is filled with air, it's actually 2 ounces of fluid liquid with when most foundations are 1 ounce. I feel like the fact that it uses so much air in the process for coming out, that I actually think that it ends up being very comparable to lesser expensive foundations. I've done a lot of research on it, but again, if foundation isn't important to you, that's perfectly fine as well. And if you like other products, that's perfectly fine too. It comes in an aerosol, so you use absolutely minimal product, and so it lasts a very, very, very long time. And at that, if you compare it that way, it's actually probably more affordable than you think. Why is it recommended? It's something that I use, and people have been asking me why I use it. That's all. That's all. If it doesn't interest you, it's no problem. Yeah, you get what you pay for, and if you do your research, you can absolutely figure out what's the most cost-effective thing to you, and I find that because you use so little. Yes, it was a confusing story about Tanya Roberts. Apparently, she was dying, and she was in the hospital and dying the day before she passed, and on that day, her publicist said, I said my goodbyes to her, but that was misconstrued as a premature death announcement. Anna, that's interesting that you mentioned you've been using a powder foundation. That's what I was using before I switched to this, and because it was aging my mature aged skin, dry foundation actually amplifies wrinkles on your face, and so for me, switching to a liquid airbrush foundation completely transformed the way my skin looks in foundation. So definitely, whether you like the product I use or not, I highly recommend that you do your own research, and you will discover that actually powder foundation is one of the things that you should transition out of when you start becoming, when you're no longer in your 20s and you need something for mature skin. Anyway, that's part of the research that I came up with. Debbie has a birthday coming up. Happy birthday. Peach, there's a peach color corrector that you can use under your eyes for dark circles too. Peach is the color that you need to counterbalance, but we can talk about that another day. We are out of time. We should take one last look at this gorgeous beach and focus on those waves. I hope you could hear them well enough over me talking today. That's true, Thea. You have seen the difference between what I used before and what I use now. It's part of that whole transparency of being on camera every day. You really can't hide much, can you? I love that, though. I like being transparent. I think it's a refreshing change from the other things that you see in the world. Anyway, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beach, the sound of the waves, the colors, my little bit of show and tell with the different projects that I'm wearing today. I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with you. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everyone else as well. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.